aliens in the workshop messing around. Grumpy's carving skills are world renowned. Stress gets carved with every groove. Like and subscribe, watch the mood improve.
All right, good morning, everybody. We should be going. Let's see how we go.
These roach clips tight. Aliens land instant height. No fright.
Oh, goodness.
Medication, sky high.
Burr. That's all I can say is burr.
UV rays hit the resin just right. Epoxy so bright, outshine the night. Laid back carvings, vibrations ignite. In the lab, mixing colors, pure delight. Like and subscribe, join the vibe.
It's chilly out here this morning.
Let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide.
All right. Let's get the I can see glasses going here.
Crafting our dreams, it's all pre-planned. Workshop sessions, creativity unplanned. Sky high where aliens take a stand. Like and subscribe, join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide.
Hey, good morning, Zed. How you doing? Don't think we're gonna get as many views today as I normally get. I'm running it in regular horizontal. See how we go with that one for a bit. I'm trying to clean my glasses off right now, and then I'm fixing to knock the bark off of that piece and get at it. It's a small piece of oak. We'll see what happens. It's chilly out here this morning, I'll tell you that. Got the coffee hot. Good morning, Mr. Johnny. No, I like horizontal better for sure. Easier to see what I'm doing and follow along. But the daggone, excuse me, y'all. The YouTube algorithm or whatever just don't like pushing it out vertical, or I mean horizontal. Ooh, the vape cartridges get me. Check the dust mask, make sure we ain't got no itty bitty creep crawlers hiding out in here. I gotta change my cartridge filters out today. They have been overdue. Probably tell you on the TV, been working on my sculptures. Heck yeah. Oh, burr. That's all I can say is burr. Florida boy don't like it cold. It's 55 in my shop. It's 30 something outside.
Grumpy spun the wood till it morphed out of shape. Lathe humming, hands moving, craft and fate. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found
put my dust mask on and get at it, y'all. All right, here we go. Burr. Let's see. Everything's still dusty from yesterday.
Good morning, Mr. Johnny. Hope you're having a safe ride to work. Ooh, squeaky, squeaky. And they're all tightened down, huh? Alright, let's turn some of this noise off. Y'all enjoy. Thank you for tuning in.
Just a cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate. Roach clips, shiny dope, soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate. Grumpy, spun the wood till it morphed out of shape. Lathe humming, hands moving, crafting fate. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog, some aliens missed. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pain's a ghost, anxieties dismissed. Like to the tribe, spark flames in the abyss. Shavings fall like dreams cut from the grain. Turning, spinning out of pain. Workshop, whisper secrets only hands know. Therapy in motion, the vibe slow glow. Tools clicking like a metronome sway. Echoes of planets, grumpies out playing away. Red beams of light, spaceship vibes cross. Smoke trails led home, no details lost. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pain's a ghost, anxieties dismissed. Like to the tribe, spark flames in the abyss. Roach clips, shiny dope, soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate. Roach clips, shiny, dope, soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hand. Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind. Epoxy roach clips, art where functions aligned. Workshop sessions, therapy flows in the air. Turning junk into gems, like we just don't care. Eyes glaze crimson, medicated haze flows. Chronic aches vanish, the good healing shows. Aliens in the mist, whisper words of relief. relief. Craft and cannabis, our escape from the grief. Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the inside joke. Time's a roulette wheel, grumpy calls the spins. Precision of a surgeon, where craft begins. Wood chips dance like confetti on the floor. Every turn, every twist holds a little more. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth stress, exhaled sins. The therapy hum of machines as it begins. Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the inside joke. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth stress, exhaled sins. The therapy hum of machines as it begins. Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the inside joke. Crafted cures where the resin drips.
Good morning, Robert. How you doing this morning? We are getting at it.
Laid back, carving for the soul, shaping cloudy dreams, watch the colors roll, hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol, roach clips bonded, stories to unfold, therapy's the wood grain, the blades our guide, healing and creation is where we reside, pain dressed in smoke, where aliens hide, through the haze we thrive, let fear subside, medication
Trying to get all that flat spot off this time.
sparks, where the darkness comes, shadows flicker, pieces succumb, we craft peace in the chaos until we're numb. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating how we heal, no pill repairs. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare.
Hey, Deland, good morning. Sleeping tough when you don't have to. You can't lay around and sleep all day. You got to stay busy during the day. I'm like that. I get, let's see. Turn this down just a minute. Alright, turn that off a second. Oh.
Oh, there we go. Take that mask off for just a second. No, that's me. I medicate so much during the day. That medication that I do kind of gets you a little sleepy sometimes, and I can't nap during the day. If I nap during the day, I can't sleep at all at night. And then that messes up my scheduling, and it makes me grouchy, and makes me grumpy, and then yeah, I need my beauty sleep. Oh, good morning, Tim. DeLand, good morning. I didn't know if you heard me a minute ago or not. All right, this is a piece of oak. I'm gonna knock all the ugly off of it. That's still some of the bark. I got to get her knocked on down and round, but once I get her down and round, I'm gonna work this into another little snowman. And then I got a piece of crepe myrtle, gonna do the same thing. I have some larger pieces of pecan, but I'm sure I'm gonna run into a bug hole or two because I've already got my, where we go. There is our entrance, and I can see a spot right there. Where we go, we ain't in camera. Right there, I can tell that's gonna be a hole, but I can cut that off about right there and run that through. But then I also got an even bigger piece outside. It's about 6 inches long. It's probably about that big around, but it's gonna be full of bug holes too. So I doubt I'm bringing those in to do them. I don't really want, I mean, they're okay, but I don't want bug holes in the wood this morning. So I have some pecan that's in my shed outside that's been drying. It should be bigger around than that right there. And it's walking stick size because I was gonna make a cane out of it once it cured good. But I'll probably slice it up into some little rounds to do some bigger snowmen and stuff, maybe even a tree or two. Oh, also, I gotta order some more, but right now my priorities on ordering has switched back to tools. I got to get the plumbing so I can run this dust collector on the 4.5 or 4-inch pipe versus that 2.5-inch stuff. It's choking me down on my power, and I got more fine dust floating around in the garage right now running the daggum dust collector than I did even running the little dinky shop vac. So that's kind of aggravating. Hey, good morning, Jonathan. Just passing by. You better get on up there. Snowman, little pecan snowman this morning, and I got a crepe myrtle I'm gonna do snowman out of. But, yeah, definitely got to get my 4-inch hose and the 4-inch dust collection shits hooked up. They knock stuff down, little green hands trying to steal the crown, but with every cut and every spin, Grumpy's got this aliens won't win. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, at least we ain't got no rain. I got to get outside and burn those, torch my boards that I did recently. Torch them, distress them, clean that up, and then spray them with some clear. Yesterday I could have done it, but I didn't think about it at all. All right, mask back up and get back at it, y'all.
We carve away our worries light. Wood and smoke.
I gotta do the same thing, Robert. I need to get some bands. I was gonna order. I was gonna try to order all the stuff to cut my bands and make my pouches together and stuff like that, but right now it is the cheaper for me to just get a couple of packs of pre-made bands and be done with it.
In the soft grain find escape, round the edge and carve your shape. When the world begins to chafe, here your heart can find some space. Likes and subscribes, a small request. Join us in this wooden jest. With each swipe we feel our best. Ease the burdens on our chest. Let the smoke rise, let cares drift by. Let the wood show you the sky. Carve your troubles, let them fly. Feel the peace you can't deny. Grumpy's hands work through the grain, carving tales to numb the pain. Each clip speaks where words don't flow, healing scars they'll never show. Out of my head I find my peace, shaping the wood as burdens release. Each glowing piece a story spun, community strong we craft as one. Clips tight, they hold anew fragments of a life in view. Medication rolls to light, chronic pain fades into night. The chips may fall, but we stand tall. Bandaged souls, we heal it all. Grit and patience mark the way through the shadow into day. Out of my head I find.
All right, Mr. Johnny, you have a good day at work, sir. Thank you for tuning in.
Each glowing piece a story spun, community strong we craft as one. Creating calms this storm inside, my soul restored where demons hide. Grumpy's laid back masterpiece brings carved out chaos sweet release. Dust flies, wood grime, Dremel twisting. In Grumpy's den, I carve my vision. Spirits in the timber, whispers so clear. Lathe spins, I'm grinning, no fear. Chisel songs, wood grains sing. Shapes emerge, magical thing. Curls of oak, pine shavings fall. Therapy and sawdust, hear the wood call. Sawdust clouds, stress away. Every stroke, night to day. Grumpy smile, laid back art. Wood spirits heal my heart. Hands carve stories, ancient lore. Grumpy skills forevermore. Dremels hum to tunes we know. Workshop rhythm, steady flow. Lay spins tales, old and wise. Wooden spirits, soulful eyes. Dusty breeze, calm release. Creation's peace never cease. Sawdust clouds, stress away. Every stroke, night to day. Grumpy smile, laid back art. Wood spirits heal my heart. Grumpy in the shop, new year, new leaf. Carving out dreams with shaking belief. Chiseling edges, letting go of grief.
I make the music with Messina Rap.
Sawdust flying, tails in the air. Carving shadows, whisper, do you dare? Nights
That's that AI music app that I pay for. You gotta pay $10 a month. They have different subscriptions, but the $10 a month is the cheapest. But yeah, you have to be subscribed to it when you're making it in order to use the music in your videos.
smoke trails between fingers so short. Grumpy's breathing deep, feeling the cure. Wood becomes art on a whim that's pure. Crafted stories roll through the door. Sunsets casting long soft beams. Carving thoughts tangled in dreams. Shavings fall silent as it seems. Grumpy smiles, heartbeat streams.
But it's let's see, turn this down a minute.
Emotion strong. Sparks
Oh, get some of this excess dust up. This, I gotta get this thing running full power, y'all. Gots to. This is gonna start getting me out here with all the finer dust everywhere, that's for sure. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep this up. I might have to go back to wood burning until I get my hoses and stuff. Alright, let me turn this off for a minute, y'all.
Yeah, it's Suno.com. It works a whole lot better for you on your computer versus trying to do it over a phone. Using it for your videos, I don't know of any way to go, use it with your phone and put it into your videos that way unless you're downloading it. Like how I got, let's see, I'm confusing myself. The way I have my music played in the background right now, I'm using OBS software on my computer, and I'm using my old cell phones as my dedicated cameras. And so I have a streaming software set up, and that's got me to where I can switch camera views and stuff like that at the push of a button. Boom, bounce from box to lathe. And then I got my songs playing in the background. Let's see, I don't know how to do that with just your phone. I don't think you can do that with just your phone. So, gotta get set up with a PC or a laptop and stream through that. Then you can run your music through it like this. I got tired of fighting with YouTube when I was making my videos. I would go through their copyright free library, and it says free, you can use this in your videos, no problem, right? Well, I'd spend a couple of hours digging through music that way and then go to export my video, and they would try to tag me for copyright. And I'm like, man, I'm getting y'all's music. So I did that one too many times and got frustrated, and that's when I started researching the AI music. With Suno, you can do it a bunch of different ways. You can write every word of the song yourself and put it in there for lyrics, and Suno will generate music for it. You can fill in a 200 character prompt with a bunch of sentences or statements or something. You can give it ideas of what you want the songs to be about, and then tune in the styles of music, instruments, the whole 9 yards, and then let them create. Or like I said, you can even, if you're instrumental and can play music, you can even upload your own guitar rips and stuff like that. And Suno can build songs around that. There is so much you can do with it, but it's better on the computer for sure. I got a couple of thousand songs made already. You get 2,500 credits for $10, and out of those credits, I think it's like 5 credits will make you 2 songs with the same lyrics, but each song will sound a little different. Tempo wise, just melody of the song, whole 9 yards. They're identical words, but they're sung different, all that, but it's not that bad.
Created blaze, sharp blade cut and pouring epoxy to life. Each stroke scope chaos, channel the strife. Aliens whisper no.
Right, there you go. Let's see, what is it? It is, there's a couple different apps that you can use that you get your phones to communicating with your laptop or your computer. I use iRuin, it's IRIUN webcam. You got to download that to your computer and then download it to your phones, and then they have to be on the same network. They can be Wi-Fi or wired, it don't matter, but you have to be on the same network, and then they'll communicate with one another. And then once you have all your phones talking to your computer, then you go through and you open up OBS and you have to build your scenes, and it's all you have to create everything. You have to go through and pick your video capture, your audio capture. It runs with VLC media player, and so I have VLC media player set up, and I have my playlist set up through VLC, and then it's set to shuffle and random, and it's pretty neat. I don't quite understand the OBS 100%. It's taken me a long time to get to this point right here, but yeah, I got there slowly. That's cool right there. Old branches and stuff trying to come through that oak and got him all boogered up. Oh, coffee.
Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal.
I gotta get some more crepe myrtle. Find some more dried up crepe myrtle. I don't think I have much more that's dry. I love the way that stuff carves. Like, see, that's what messes with me is mine are old cell phones, and they're old cheap cell phones. I don't put a whole lot of money in them cell phones. I just cannot see myself spending that much money for something that I can drop and ruin. But my old phones are so janky, I can't. You hit the little button on the side to open it, you know, so you can get into the phone. My button don't work. I have to plug them into the power charger and then unplug them, and that makes them light up to where I can open it. Then I have to swipe the screen and open it and turn the apps on. But they work pretty good though, for the recording aspect. All right, yeah. Yeah, this, unfortunately, I think today might be the last day I turn until I get my daggum, my bigger hoses. Hey, I mean, I take it for that right now, because my luck, I'd have zero pain, but then when I did go to feeling it, ooh, I'd be feeling it with a lot of intensity. So, is it the same foot? I didn't notice that. I didn't think to even ask. Is it the same foot, or? I'm hoping it's all on the same foot. All right, y'all, I got a mask up. Ooh, my glasses got dirty. Hey, good morning, Rubberneck. Yes, same foot. Okay. I remember when you went to your appointment to get your shoes, the doc there had said something about it, and that sent you back for your next appointment to get everything checked out. So the stuff he saw is what you had to get taken care of yesterday. Yeah, it is. It's still dark here too.
Rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show, creating sparks that brightly glow.
All right, y'all. Let me get back at this piece here. I got it pretty much. There's a little bit of bark right there. That'll come off as I tune it up. I gotta tune his head in right there, tune that down a little bit right there, and then that one will be about the size I want. He saved my life. Could have gone set this. Oh yeah, for sure. It could have went like you did the first time. That's why I asked if you had that pick line and stuff again. So without that pick line, that means they caught it quick enough. Yeah, that septus ain't nothing to play with. My mother-in-law, she's on dialysis. She's been on dialysis for a while now, and she gets some bad UTIs, and they tried to go septus on her. Yeah, let me mute this one. Sorry about that.
Knives kiss wood and time moves slow. Chronic pain, it starts to fade. Healing in these grooves we've made. Roach clips shining, made with care. Each one glowing, nestled there. Community, we stand as one. Underneath the carving sun. Carve away the heavy night. Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly glow. Stay out of my head, they say, but in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks louder than the pain and carves a path that's joy ordained. Laid back, digging through the grain, smoothing edges keeps me sane. Healing isn't found in gold, but in the art my hands can hold. Carve away the heavy night. Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly glow. Grumpy's in a cedar wonderland, shavings flying like a magic band. Lay's alive and spinning fast, turning moments that are built to last. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights, crafting joy in the quiet night. Life is feeling so grand out here. With every spin the world feels clear. The smell of cedar fills the air. Grumpy's kingdom beyond compare. Wood chips fall like a gentle rain, each piece secure for the ache and strain. Fingers trace the grain so fine, in every groove a story divine. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights, crafting joy in the quiet night. Lathe fired up and the dust is flying. Every turn feels like dreams are trying. Stress and pain melt far from sight. Cedar wonderland feels just right. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights, crafting joy in the quiet night.
Hey, good morning, Matthew.
Grumpy on the lathe, making
I gotta move my tools. Whenever I start doing crazy work right here, when I turn my stick this away, I start hitting my handles for my tools over here. Yeah, roughness on it. I do not like. A little more flat, and then we'll put some paper in it. Yeah, see that dust ain't going in there like it's supposed to, y'all. That 2.5-inch pipe's choking it down bad. This is some 150. Definitely gotta get 4-inch pipe. I have to. I'm gonna try not to drop my sandpaper into the vacuum. Hey, good morning, William. How you doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing good.
Ow.
I caught my thumbnail on that joker. That wouldn't have been fun. It just got healed back up. Blood blister still trying to grow out. Yeah, a little more. Let's see. Ah.
Definitely got to get that damn hose. I can feel all the dust in here still. That's not too bad, y'all. I didn't realize we was gonna have as many, I guess, inclusions or whatever from the little limbs and stuff coming through right here. But for a little quick snowman, he's not bad. Got a little bitty fine lines in there where I cut it in and got too sharp, but. And then I need to bring the hat down some more. Dang, I didn't see that. Well, I'm on her back up center and go back at it again. Let's see. I have some, it's cut in right here on the hat. You can't see it unless you're looking for it, but I saw it, so I need to tune that down some more. Just a little, I need to take my flat and go down in there just a touch. It's got a line, a tool line dug into the brim of the hat, basically. I gotta sit down a second on my back.
Grumpy's got the cedar jam spinning like a top. Roach clips shining so clean they never want to stop. Workshops wild and messy, stress don't belong. We're flipping this chaos into a cedar.
I'll go into the box for a second while I sit down. I gotta take pressure off my back for a few minutes, y'all. It's hurting.
Laugh it up, the mess will stay. Spinning cedar keeps the stress away.
Coffee. That stuff's good.
Wood chips flying, sawdust in the air. Grumpy's in his zone like he just don't care. Cedar's got
I want to cut this piece here. Let's see. This is 2 more oak pieces that I got that are ready to spin. Oh, no. Come on. Timber. Oh. This is what I need to get on turning, but I want to know what all the woods are. And it's hard to look up wood and stuff. Some of this I know what it is just by the coloration of it, but again, some of it I have no freaking clue. Let me see. I'm trying to get it somewhat situated so I can show y'all what I'm talking about here. Alright, I don't know if y'all can see that. I can't see my screen. There you go. That's purple heart, yellow heart, cherry, walnut, and I'm not exactly sure on some of it, but it's the box of exotic dowels that I got from the. I know who sent them, but we're gonna leave it as the mystery sender because I didn't know who sent them at first, but I do now, and I greatly appreciate it. It is just such a daggum cool deal right there. But that's gonna be some wood clips and stuff, or wood clips, some roach clips there. But yeah, I want to identify the species of the wood before I start spinning it all. That way I know what it is when I'm working with it.
Grumpy's hands are rough with pride, spinning cedar where dreams collide. Wood chips flying in the air.
Each one of those dowels, I could get 2 roach clips out of it. So that's yeah, like I said, that was a pretty cool little gift right there. Yeah, I'll cut that right there on my bandsaw later today. Cut it there, and then I'll lob that off, and I might try to turn that and see what that looks like, but definitely gonna try to spin that. I know I'm gonna have some bug holes in there though, so that's why I haven't jumped on spinning that one. And then this one is gonna spin out kind of crazy because of the crotch in the wood right there, so that ought to give me some different color. I wish I'd have had it a little bit longer though, because I'm gonna lose a lot of that right there trying to get that. Got that piece and that piece. That's the last of the crepe myrtle, I do believe. Oh, got a ton of cedar left to play with still. That stuff's awesome. Orange is Paduke. Oh. Definitely got some cool color. I said I made a hell, where's my box? Dadgum dust everywhere in here, y'all. Oh. Not good. Not good, I say. Where's it at? I got one out of cherry in here, unless it's sold. Ah, that's it right there, I think.
Workshops glowing, sparking minds so bright. Stress fades away, clouds in the night. Medication rolled, cedar feels so right. Colors pop vivid, calm in the sight. Dust therapy, your life takes flight. Stress fades away, clouds in the night. Medication rolled, cedar feels so right. Colors pop vivid, calm in the sight. Dust therapy, your life takes flight. Wood shavings fall like whispers in the breeze. Hand steady.
Yeah, I gotta take today. I don't have to do no running today. I need to take advantage of that, and I need to move my board out of the way that's covering up where the dust collector went. I need to look at the bag, make sure that I don't have a bunch of junk built up in that bag yet. I'm running it through the 2.5 inch hose that my shop vac ran through, and then I had the little 2.5 inch dust deputy attachment on a bucket. I gotta upgrade all that to 4 inch because I shouldn't have fine dust settling nowhere, because that shop vac had a 51 cubic foot per minute suction, and the dust collector I got's got a 600 cubic foot per minute suction, you know, so it should be gathering all that dust. But like I said, it's just with it being restricted down on that 2.5 inch, it's choking out. I know I keep babbling about that. It just bothers me because I keep sinking all my money into trying to get up and going with that. We will get it going right though. But all right, let's see. I'm trying to see. Where's my phone? I don't know if I'm in camera good. It's not bad. I can zoom in on that some, I think. But yeah, there's a cherry one. I like the way it came out. Polished off the bottom. Oh. And then yesterday's I didn't show y'all. I forgot to show you the bottom of it, but I polished off the base. Let's see where we at. There we go. But man, polished the base of that. That dot in the dead center is where I put a little bit of UV resin in the hole where the lathe was grabbing it. And you can see little micro bubbles in there because I put the UV in there and poked it around with a toothpick, you know, to get it down in there, and then sealed it and sanded it. So. Yeah, that was yesterday's crazy turn.
Dust is dancing in the golden light.
But see, with the crepe myrtle, that's what I have to pay attention for. I've lost the... Too late to do it this year. But almost every daggum business in the area, well, any business that they build in our area now, any new development, they have to do a holding pond and stormwater runoff, and you chop down so many trees for the development, you have to put so many trees back and all that kind of good stuff. Well, all the people in the area, when they do their developing, they've got crepe myrtle pretty much as the shrub or the tree to use because it grows so fast. But it's you could drive around at the beginning of spring and whatnot, and you'll see so many piles of it where they've lobbed all the limbs off everywhere. But that stuff, it's dense. It gets pretty tough. I didn't think it would be as strong as it is, being as fast as it grows. But I found a new, I don't know, when I found that this year and started messing with it, it surprised me. And it's like, ooh, that's every daggum where. And so yeah, it's like, it's stuck in my head now. It's like I look for piles of it every time I drive down the road. Well, with my lungs, it just gets to me sometimes with the dust. That's why I'm bothered with it now, being out here everywhere, because it's out here thicker than what it's ever been with a dust system going, you know. But yeah. It's making me rethink my whole little lathe box right here. Not as inhabited, I'm gonna have my lathe. That's a gimme. We're gonna have the lathe spinning regardless. I just have to figure out a way to contain that dust better so it's not floating all over the shop. I can get another piece of that thin plywood stuff that I've been using, and I can put a top on it and then bring the sides out a little bit further. Almost box it in to where I'll walk up into it a little bit, or sit up into it and then start cutting. Yeah, it's harder to explain it. Hey Pat, good morning. Where are we at? Where'd it go? Oh, it's back on the lathe. Spun a little snowman this morning, but I'm not happy with it. I took it off the lathe and I started finding little things that I didn't like. They just little dinky oak snowman. But right here along the top, am I in camera? I think I should be. Right here along the top, I got a tool line where I cut too deep, so it's like a little groove. And I don't like that. I got to take that out. Now, if I go through and burn it with the wood burner and burn little accents into it, it'll burn right there in that line and you wouldn't even see it. And I can do like a burn there, a burn there, burn there, burn there, you know, and then find a spot and put his little eyes or something. But I might do that. It'd be something the kids could paint or something like that. Shit, it would. You got to scoop it all up into something and mix you a bunch of wood glue up into it. You make your little wooden blocks. Get your little silicone molds, you know, like your pin blank molds, but just get some a little bit bigger, like a 4x4 little or 3x3 little square block or something. And you can pack up and make you some basswood carbon blocks. Mix it all up real good and glue the heck out of it. Press it together like Knuckles does his slingshots. Wouldn't be no different than that MDF, that particle board. There you go. I gotta start on Wowie's Watcher and Jordy's little challenge. Jordy was talking about his challenge last night. He put it off, or not put it off, he put it together, but he says he ain't thought a whole lot about it. He says he ain't had a whole lot of entries turned in. I don't know if a lot of people's doing it or not, but I definitely got to get Wowie's challenge done. The weather done cleared up some now, so if I don't carve in here, at least go sit up on the back porch and carve on that watcher. I saw a thing on the little Google News. I was doing that yesterday. I had to carry my son up to the dentist office yesterday afternoon. So I was sitting, I don't like going inside none of these places. So I'll sit out in the truck if possible. But I was out there reading a little Google News things on my phone. And they're going to put it on the ballot again for Florida for recreational. And along with that, they're going to try to include home grow on the ballot, so we'll have to see how that pans out this year. I'd be freaking ecstatic if they say we can do that, as that would open my door financially, because it's like, it's one of my vices, but it's also my medication. You know, I do not take the pain pills and the opioids and stuff anymore, and I fight chronic pain through my back and in my neck and stuff, so it is my pain medication. And if we could grow it down here, oh, that would save me so much freaking money. Pain medication, hand steady in creation. Therapy rolled up, call it meditation. Sessions live, hit the vibe, concentration. Is everybody's on a budget, you know. I know everybody's on a budget. Times is just tight for anybody these days, but I get $250 a month, and that's to cover my CBD, and that's like $89 for a bottle of that to last me a month if I take it like I'm supposed to for it to truly work. And then that kills the budget there. And then, like I said, the smoke alone, the flower I get, you know, that's not cheap. And the edibles don't work as good for me as I wish they would, or I would go with that. And that would be cheaper for me in the long run, because it works so much better. But I can't do that, so it's just more flour. And if I could grow it, goodness gracious, that right there would solve all my problems, because I could grow my CBD. You know, you could grow a strand that's just CBD. You could grow your good indica. You could grow you a good sativa, you know, and then have a couple of hybrids to play with in between, and it would be perfect. But politicians down here are too damn greedy. They're scared they won't get their money. And that's what it is too in the ballots. When everybody talks about it, they say, well, it's gonna hurt the economy. It'll shut the dispensaries down, but it won't. You know, that's what how many people wanted to grow a raised garden bed? Oh, I'm gonna grow me some tomatoes and stuff this year. They go spend all the money, buy all the stuff to build the garden bed, buy all the dirt and stuff to put into it, go buy the tomato plants and stuff to put into it. They water it for 2 weeks and let it die. You know, how many people's done that? You know, it'd be the same way when it come to home grow. You know, it'll put more money into the community because they'll be selling all the supplies to try to, you know, grow it themselves and whatnot. And then 90% of the people that try are gonna fail and go right on back to the dispensary. You know, so it's a win-win, but the politicians are just too stupid. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. I'm sorry.
Subscriptions free, why you suffer? Spaceships park, earthbound mystery, crafted by the hands of human history.
I get real passionate about that. That's about the only damn thing I get truly passionate over, because I've seen just how bad opioids can do some people. You know, some people, no problem. You know, I'm not knocking anybody that takes a pill, but you know, some people, them pills mess up life, you know, and so herbal, you know, my motto, dirt don't hurt.
Aliens lean close, they wanna understand. Hand them a roach clip, they grasp the brain. Aliens fly by, curious they hover. We tell them subscriptions free, why you suffer? Spaceships park, earthbound mystery, crafted by the hands of human history.
Old Florida country boy, I've always had a green thumb. I've always been able to make any daggone thing grow. And so not being able to do that just infuriates me, because it's like, it's just a freaking plant. Hey, Miss Daisy, good morning. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, I'm on a wannabe political rant. I gotta stop though. Oh yeah, not everybody can tote, you know, it don't cooperate with everybody, but you know, at the same time, they take that federal ban off of it and let some of these companies actually do some legit studying on there, you know, because there is a science to it. You know, if you want to be just an old stoner, then hey, power to you. There's nothing to it but go get you something and get lifted. But when you're truly using it for the medicinal purposes and whatnot, you got to study the terpenes and stuff in it, and it truly makes a difference. So that's what I've done over time. You know, the different strands have fruity names and crazy names and stuff to them, but they all have different cannabinoids inside that plant, you know, and that'll help you for your anti-inflammatory or your anxiety or nausea. I mean, there's so many different benefits for it, you know, but yeah. And then it's going to be legal nationwide eventually, because what they're doing is the Democrats are the ones that are completely against guns, right? Well, you go into the federal, the way it's listed right now, federally, even if you have a prescription from your doctor and all that, federally, I can't have a firearm because I might be impacted by the THC or something like that. So I think that's why they've slowly started pushing all these states to go legal, recreational, and medical. And then even though it's recreational and medical, when you go into one of them dispensaries, your name gets tagged. You have to give an ID. And then that puts you in a system as being, hey, he might possibly be a smoker. So if you look at it as the federal level, automatically you're supposed to lose your gun rights. If you're high. That's the gray line about it, you know. I could have my card and have guns and possess my guns if I haven't partaken in my medication in a couple of days and it's not in my system. And with THC, that can test in your system up to 30 days after you've used it. So yeah, I think it's all a big political game in the long run. The Democrats are playing the long haul, or the long con, however you want to call it. All right, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Miss Daisy, I did a little snowman this morning on the Lathe, if you're still catching the show. I think I'm going to leave him. I'm just going to wood burn him. I'm not happy with it. I got to go deeper up here, but all in all, it didn't do too bad. I'm more frustrated with my dust collector right now, so that's gotten me kind of turned off on wanting to turn. And I got to get me some more blanks pulled. I did this one yesterday. I have one more blank like that's ready to turn, but that's what that was.
Welcome to the shop, gears grind, sparks ignite. Lathe spin steady, cutting dreams in the night. Epoxy drips slow like a teardrop falling. Roach clips crafted, pain medication calling. Roll the therapy sessions in progression like subscribe. Cosmic confession, aliens fly by, curious, no aggression. We tell them the deal, yo, subscription's free, no question.
Let's see, this was yesterday's little stubby snowman. I'm still gonna put him back on. He ain't went on a diet yet. I was talking to y'all yesterday. I didn't get the flat spot turned all the way out of this one, so it's bad. If it was just a hat, I wouldn't worry with it, but that bottom part, I don't like that. And so he'll go on a diet. He'll get a lot skinnier. I'll have to make him smaller to get that turned out of there. I can't read all that. Where's my TV? On my phone, I can never read the very last comment on my phone because that little emoji for the heart and the smiley face and all that's in the way. It says, grab a piece of paper and a crayon, bud, and draw the puppy, you'll feel better. Right now, I wish. They're just kicking me in the butt because it's like money, 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 right? And the root of all evil is the source of my problems. I need money. I'm hoping I get a good little rush Saturday up there at the shop. But it's like the same time I'm trying to save money, I need to get my truck fixed and all that. But it's like every time I need to save a little bit of money, something else is breaking or something's not quite right. It's like you never have enough. That's crazy. I love everything I got, but damn sure wouldn't mind winning the lottery. That daggum truck, I don't know if I'd be better off just selling it, getting out from underneath it and trying to find something else. I think I'm gonna have to replace the motor in it, but I can't find anybody to come over and actually diagnose it and tell me their opinion on what I need to do with it. I had that thing this time last year. It had a dead battery. I couldn't even crank it, so I went and bought a little we got a little interstate battery kind of close by, and they sell little blemish batteries, little remans, and you can get it for like 69 bucks, but they don't last, and they only got like a 90-day warranty on them or whatnot. But I bought that, had that running. Oh, time to let the puppies out. Oh. Come on, y'all, it's cold, let's go outside. But that battery's done went dead. I tried to crank it the other day to let it run, and it didn't even try to turn over. Y'all go big, go girls. Go big, go boy. Yeah, I'm setting up at the same place. They do the 13th of every month. They do to support the local vendors, so they'll let any vendor come up and set up in their parking lot. You don't even have to have 420 related goods. You could daggum crochet quilts or Afghans or whatever, and they'll let you come up there and sell them. You know, that's just, they're trying to get in good with the community. Come on, Pepper. Yo, Mr. Zeusys. But they're trying to get in good with the communities and whatnot. So yeah, they'll let anybody come set up. But with me, I just killed chat. With me, with my 420 stuff, it's just awesome because I have more 420 stuff than Pepper, come on. Get inside. Get inside. Come on. Come on, Sparrow. No. Set my fan up in the window or in the door. Blow some of this extra dust out of here, maybe. I'm gonna cause a draft, but I gotta get some of this air cleaner. I can feel the dust in here still. All right. It's cold.
Therapy, the mission, fire feeds the soul. Ink in the wood grain, carving out whole. Lost in creation, feeling full.
I huddled back up at my heater, y'all.
Drips clean, blocks the vibe in time. Therapy eternal, sculpted line by line. Pain fades silent.
Hey, it is awesome. I went in there yesterday and I picked up a little more flour. They had some manager specials or whatever and had the stuff on sale. So that's what I try to do. Cause again, I buy on that budget all the time. So, but anyway, went up in there and was looking and they had my little burn board under the glass, under the counter at the registers. The one that they had bought from me. It's possible. They might sell. That's what I was asking, if you had a 13 close to you, and I got on Google and went to looking, and it's several hours away from you. But the Planet 13 that's over there by you is the biggest dispensary in the world. They have the setup as the biggest dispensary. It's Nevada. I think it's in Nevada. Nevada. Frick, Las Vegas. I don't remember where it's at. It's over there close to you, and it's their home base. And it's the biggest dispensary that we have anywhere. It's crazy. I watched a YouTube video on it the other day.
Anxiety dissolves, sawdust in the air. Lathe hums a hymn like it don't have a care. Tools talk to him, whispers in the grain. Creation's the cure. Washes
But yeah, I wish we had crazy crap like that around here. It's like a damn cannabis museum when they did the little video and the little walkthrough. You have to Google it. But yeah, I would love to be able to go over there and have a tour and set up. And then it's just like with the way they are community-wise, there's more Planet 13s in Florida than anywhere. It's they bought in with Vitacan and bought Vitacan out, and Vitacan had a bunch of locations through here. And so they've absorbed that, and they're trying to outdo True Leaf, and True Leaf just has the monopoly. That company has blowed the flip up, and they are everywhere. They just took over Florida, and that's what's making it so hard on getting the new bills and stuff like that passed in Florida for recreational and home grow and all that stuff. Is True Leave is putting forth the most money and donations for the political aspect of it, and they're trying to control the narrative of it on writing the bill. They went to vote for recreational last year, but it would have made it where no other dispensary could come into Florida. It would have had to have stayed integrated where no product could come from anywhere but Florida. And it's crazy.
Aliens watching, they peep through the sky, crafting universes with a gleam in his eye.
Burr. It's just a political dance. It's all about that money. Did I show you all the light bulb I did? I did, okay. This will show my age for sure, because this is the Christmas lights that I loved. But I spun this on my lathe last year. It got some bug holes in it, so that's why I never finished it, because I didn't want to booger it up no more. But look at that. Get up a little closer. That's your old retro Christmas lights. That's what I call them, the retro. It's got the little thread and the little dot in the end. That reminds me of the Christmas lights I used to see when when we was kids. We'd sit there with BB guns and try to shoot the neighbor's Christmas lights out and shit like a bunch of morons. I was a heathen. But I did this out of pecan. But again, it's got some bad bug holes in it. Sign your work, people. Sign your work. That's OTR 24. Made in pain, that's how we play. Turning scraps to nope, I can't see that. What's it say? Oh, yep, thank you. Yeah, I remembered the older light bulbs and all, and I pulled up an image on Google last year and then blew it up on my phone and set it in the corner while I did that on the lathe. I do believe the lathe is my tool. I do better work on the lathe than I think I do anything, so I definitely got to keep my lathe going. I definitely got to upgrade eventually. As I said, I got a little baby lathe. I love it. Little things doing me good so far, but I want a big boy. Right. I had I think I was close to, I think we counted, I was like at 70 something before I sent that lot up to you. And then I've made a few more. I've made quite a few more, but not as many as epoxy ones. I got to get my blanks going again and make more epoxy ones.
Grumpy's got a shop, hand steady as fate. Epoxy flowing deep, creations ornate. Lighter cases sharp, roach clips out of sight. Glow brighter in the dark than a meteorite. Therapy and carbon steady, hands no slack. Each cut a reflection of dreams fighting back. Grumpy's batshit crazy at the
I have to scour Amazon.
Aliens
and get me a for sure thing. I've looked at that 4-inch stuff and gotten an idea of what I want to get. I got to really look at it and find the best for my buck and set it all up so I know what I have to work for. Make that my goal.
Epoxy spills like rivers on a moonlit night. Shapes emerge, sharp souls taking their bite. From bad shit to brilliance, the cycle's tight. Grumpy carving galaxies push the limits of sight. Glow bright edges, life's a strobe light glow. Hands cramp steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe. Catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
It's making it too cold again. I had the back door open with the box fan in there blowing air out of here to try to pull some of the finer dust on out of the air. But it's too daggum cold. Even sitting on top of my heater, I was just shivering. Y'all better quit. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. You don't know how many times that comes up. That's some of the reasons why I quit posting my stuff on Facebook. I was posting a bunch of my clips and stuff on Facebook in the little 420 sites and shit for a little while. And there's a handful of fools that's all they. As soon as they seen them, they would hit it and run with it, buddy. I'm talking about run with it. I'm like, come on now. It is an accessory for smoking. If that's what you want to do with it when you get it, now that's all you. I can't stop you. You know, a little weird, but you know, whatever floats your boat, right? But yeah, I quit posting them for a minute because of that. Cause I had some that that's what it looked like, but. That's like the DeLand's Heart Challenge. Where did it go? I throw it away. I damn sure didn't finish carving it. Here it is. Alright, now y'all be nice. Don't make me put nobody in timeout. But alright. He had his heart challenge, right? Any medium, make a heart, include a heart, whatever you do. I was like, well shit, I do roach clips. I can do a heart on a roach clip. I've drawn hearts on roach clips, carved them into it, wood burned them into it, and they've looked nice. Well, I was gonna try to actually shape the end of the clip into a heart. It didn't work out that way. I didn't have enough material down here. All right, I did my bevels in the wood when I turned it on the lathe, right? All right, y'all ready? You can't see it. I know y'all can't see it yet, but you fixing to. And you ain't gonna be able to say, hey, DeLand, here you are. This is what I was gonna do for your challenge, but once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it, so I couldn't finish it. That was supposed to be a heart, but I got to that point and it's like, no sir, that don't look like a heart. It does, but it don't. Hanging like this, it don't look like a heart. You flip it the other way and look at it, you can almost see a heart, but like I said, I run out of material. It needed to be more material. But yeah, once I saw that, I was like, yep, I'm done. I throwed it off in the corner, and then that's when the little heart board with the peace fingers came about. But yeah, it looks like something that hangs from the rear end of the truck, you know what I mean? As soon as I looked at it, that's the first thing I thought, because them old redneck country boys around here, there's a bunch of them that's got them old rubber sack hanging from their trailer hitch and stuff. And it looks just like that. I was like, oh man. Good morning, my dog.
Tremor buzzing Lathe, hands in steady sway, shavings falling like snowflakes, turning wood to clay, grain revealing faces, spirits.
Oh, it was funny one though. Like I said, if I'd have had, and then me, I procrastinate when I do everything. I wait to the last damn minute. That's like when I finished that board that I did. I think I got that done, and I was recording myself doing it, and I got it done, and I think I sent you the email like the 19th. I think the deadline was the 20th, and I had the thing in there like the day before, the night before. If I'd have started sooner, I could have redone the roach clip and just made a bigger one and had more material to work with. Ooh, I'm getting warm again. I closed the door and I'm huddled up on top of my heater. It's finally decided it wants to be winter down here in my part of Florida. We get that spring, summer. When we get a fake fall, it gets cold and everything, all the leaves try to fall off of most of the plants, and then it's like, nope, it's hot again for damn near a month. Then it'll get cold, then it's hot, and yeah, I think we're finally cold. Robert, this is that slingshot that I've done so far. I haven't put no band. I won't put no bands and try to shoot this one. It's just a cedar fence board, and in the grain right there, it's cracked. I was tweaking on it, was bending on it a little bit to see if it had any flex, and I heard the first time I did, I heard pop. I saw, oh, stop. And so yeah, if I soak it in epoxy and then sand it and gloss it all up there, it might be stronger. But as it sits right now, it's just gonna be like a wall hanger. And then this is the second one that I cut out. It's thicker. It'll be stronger if I don't cut it too thin. I want to go through and put a bunch of little wood spirit faces on this one. Puff and put. I got some cottonwood bark to carve on, but I'm a weirdo. It's got sentimental value to me, so I don't want to mess it up. But it's just gonna sit here and go to waste if I don't carve it, and then that's no good neither. I gotta put it to use. There's a pretty piece right here. Copper wire twist, therapeutic beauty glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Call the pain away, dust therapy delight. In the shop late, working through the night. Every cut heals, every scrape mends. We had a member in Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers. Sourced out some bark and shipped it some members for a while. He passed away a couple of years ago. He was a good guy. I got a box of it from him. I've carved 3 or 4 wood spirits out of it, and then I stopped carving it. Workshop, I'm
I'm a healed man. Roach clips gleamed, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, therapeutic to the glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair.
Don Gilbert, yeah. This was from Nathan. Like I said, rest his soul, he passed away. But Nathan Bublik, I have to look at it. I haven't said his last name in a minute. Yeah, Nathan Bublik. So he's a good guy. He done some cool mushrooms. He liked to do mushroom carvings and stuff like that. And he would do mushrooms on his cottonwood bark and all. It was pretty awesome. And that was when Jordy was running Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers. Before it was, it's the same Facebook group as Kindred Spirits, but this was back before all the admin that are in Kindred Spirits now had control of it. It was still Jordy's Facebook group, and Nathan had sent a bunch of it up to Jordy, and Jordy checked it out. Jordy loved it. Jordy said, "Heck yeah, you can promote that." Or he promoted it and then said you could sell it on the site. And so yeah, he got a lot of bark out, and he done good. It was one of them medium-sized flat rate postal boxes, and basically he stuffed that box full, and you would pay the shipping of the box and just a little bit more. I mean, he done real good on his prices. It was awesome. And it was good bark. I wanted to get more, but I'd gotten that one box and was saving to get more, and just stuff came up, and then his accident came up, so that's why I ain't carved no more of it. I was carving it. What I carved is what I carved before he passed. And since then, like I said, the rest of it's kind of sentimental to me. So when I do carve it, I don't want to wreck it. I want to make sure I do justice on the piece. I don't know. I'm crazy. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just how it is. But I know he's thumping me in the head, say, "Carve that shit, you stupid fool." So I gotta carve it. We all know I'm batshit crazy, right? And then I got to get into this today. I have 3 blanks set up. I got my inserts in there. I just got to pour me some epoxy and get with it. And so I got all kind of colors to go through now, y'all. I mean, all kind of flipping colors. These little bitty scoops that came with it. That's cool. Oh, itty bitty little scoops. Spit out a color. What? Give me 3 colors to play with. I'm sure I got one of them in here.
Epoxy gleams under dreamy skies. Lathe spins tight, making wonders glow.
This wasn't a bad little price either, y'all. If anybody's looking for color pigments to play with, this is Let's Resin, and 60 of these little deals was less than $25. Lime green. I'm sure I got a bright green in here. They're not color organized. They're just dumped in this daggum thing. So I gotta find me some way of make a little spice rack with levels that rotates or something, so I can put them all out together and be able to look at them all at one time.
Subscribe, feel the art grow. Journey
Ooh, we got spring green. Let's see, we'll turn that one upside down, right? That's what I need to do, is flip them all upside down like that. Then I can see what they are. Dark green. Yellow. Dark green. See, with the colors that I had before, I didn't really have all the primary colors. I had just a bunch of the offsets. Like here's a regular blue, sage green, coffee, fuchsia, maroon, ruby, rose red, roasted, blue ghost. Oh, I got some ghost colors. I can't wait to play with those. I want to take a where'd it go? I just saw the damn thing. I got a piece of purple heart that I've got inside a roach clip. Well, my dumb self polished the damn purple heart before I put epoxy around it, so the epoxy didn't bond to it. But I made like a mushroom shape and then spun it down to where I could put epoxy around it, because I wanted to put a more translucent epoxy. Cut my shapes on it, polish the epoxy real good, and then have a polished piece inside of it. Well, I can't polish the piece before I put the epoxy around it, or it's not gonna bond. But I have some more purple heart and some more exotic wood that's small that I'm gonna do that with, and use those ghost colors on top of it. But yeah, that ghost blue. Got a ghost blue, I think a ghost gold, and green. Forest green. Ah, here's the green ghost. Yeah. Watermelon, plum, wine, sea green, gold pink, ooh, bright yellow, black, big. And then this is the regular green. It's not lime green, it's dark purple. Sorry y'all, I'm focusing on that one color. Parisian green. Lawn green. That's more like almost looks mint green to me. Like I said, there's so many colors in here, I'll be lost when it comes to freaking picking colors again. So I'll do what I did. I have one of the little spinny wheel apps, and I'll go through and I'll either number all the bottles and just put a number in the app, or that's probably what I'll do. It's just easier. I'm lazy. But I'll number all the bottles and then put that corresponding number, put them 1 through 60 in my spinny app, and then I'll just spin that app to pick my colors. Hey, good morning, Mr. Roy. How are you doing? White, violet, grass green. Thought I done flipped a grass green. They sent me 2 grass greens. Spring green. What is that one? Green, okay. No lime green in that, but I do have some bright green pigment. Oh. There it is. This is, I say bright green, it's apple green is what they call that one. But that's the green I normally use, that, and then I add my glow pigment on top of it. My fingers. Like I've been playing in somebody's makeup. Oh, I can't see your comment, Mr. Rose. I say, going live in a little bit. Okay, cool. I will be here. I don't have much to do today but mess around in the shop, so I'll definitely have it on. Like I said, I need to get out there and mix up some blanks. But this is a cool color pack. Yeah, they had no snow here. They have all kind of colors. Like I said, the ghost colors is what I want to play with. Those are going to be neat. but I want the wood in the inside of it to be worth using. I'm not gonna use it just on a plain blank. I want to add some color in the background so the ghost colors can play off of it so you can see them good. Hippie swirl. They called that one color bright yellow, but this one I can see that yellow through the plastic. It stands out way better. Bright yellow and yellow. I think yellow is brighter than the bright yellow. I mean, what do y'all think? That's regular yellow and that's supposed to be bright yellow, and that just looks brighter to me in the bottle. Look at that. It's all everywhere.
Shavings hit the floor, constellations in the dust. Hand steady, future forged in quiet trust. Blades slice the resin, galaxies align. Each clip a little portal bends space time.
Yeah, they can keep all that, both of that away. Oh. You know, we never get snow here. You know, like I said, never, but like we did last year. Yeah, the first time in my life got snow like that on the ground was crazy. I said I had the footage. I keep babbling about it. I'll do it. That might be my Wednesday video. I'll throw something totally different in there next Wednesday. But I videoed all the footage of it and everything because it snowed good. We had 8 to 10 inches in one day. Florida, that's unheard of. Yeah, we made national news on that. That was crazy. I mean, it shuts stuff down. All kind of crazy colors. I like that. Parisian green. And I got some, yeah, this is a color shift powder. So looks like that's hitting the green and the, like, oh, that looks like it's going into blue. That's gonna be cool. So there's some interference powders in there. There's some ghost powders in there, and then Less Resin, they have their own line of chrome powders, neon powders, and glow powders, and all that. And I want to get a little bit of all of it, especially their glow colors. Y'all know me, I got to put the glow stuff in there. I got my own little glow pigments that I'll add to it to make anything that I do glow. I'll go through these basic colors right here. I got a few more in my box. I think that's one of them. I don't know. But anything that I mix, I try to go through and find a glow powder that'll kind of match in with that color, and I'll throw a few scoops of the glow into it. But that's why some sticks glow brighter than the others. Is just the color they mix with blends better or whatnot. And then those two glow colors, they'll glow with regular room light, and but the pigment is a lot coarser than the mica. So when you mix the two together, you can see every speck of the color in this. It doesn't dissolve down in the epoxy. And so it's almost like little bitty specks of sugar or something, but they glow real bright. But yes, I want to get Let's Resin's glow colors And then they even have some of those thermochromic powders. Hold on, y'all. Something just fell or something. Let's make sure ain't nobody fall inside. Sounded like something fell. I was making sure everything was okay. Huh. I don't know what the heck I heard.
Red eyes coated, dedicated, sweet release, chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
Yeah, they got some cool colors. And then who is it? Eye pigment. Is it eye pigment? I don't remember what that other stuff. The colors that the Jake Thompson guy uses in his stuff. They got some awesome colors, but money, it's all that money, and they're expensive. So far, that was a good sample pack for a lot of colors, the most bang for my buck, as I call it. So I had to get that pack.
Like and subscribe to the art of the grind. Stress fades away as the pieces unwind. Cartridge covers glowing, a sight to behold.
Yeah, I got a mess to clean up in here, y'all. But that's what I got to do today. I got to vacuum up my mess down here, pull my board out of the way, see if it's all staying in my bucket or if it's going. I don't know if this thing might have too much power. It might be pulling that stuff through the dust collector into the damn thing anyway, being it's a 2.5 inch. I don't know. I gotta move that door, and I gotta cut that door a little bit shorter. It's too tall for the way I got it covering the panel now. I gotta take about 4 inches off of it. Yeah, man. You can get that little round pack that I showed. That was like $9 or $6 or something like that when I ordered it. I think it damn near would have been more for shipping. Hey, Rusty, would have been more for shipping than it would be to get that. Cartridge covers glowing, a sight to behold. Grumpy's creations are worth more than gold. Hey, PK, good morning. You went live late last night. I didn't catch that. I was looking at my eyelids already. I saw that this morning when I got up. I thought, ooh, that was too late for me. I've had to do that a few times with a magnet. It don't always work out though, because not all them daggum bits are magnetic. But I've dropped a few, and not in here. I've had one small bit flip through this little spot and fall through and get into my hose and go into my bucket. But most of my stuff is whenever I'll have dust laying around in here, and I'll take the hose and go to suck it up, and then I'll pull a bit or two up that way. Oh goodness. Under UV the colors ignite, glowing bold through every night. Anxieties fade like a distant tide. Chronic pain takes a backseat ride. Crafted wonders with a steady hand. Unique treasures from this magic land. Oh, Grumpy, carve it all, don't stop. This clip was in today's video. I spun it up yesterday, and I was recording myself doing this one in the box yesterday, Robert, when I had my phone up in the corner and my earbud in my ear watching your live. I was watching your live, tying my stick and trying to do this. I was doing some multitasking. That was a pretty cool lamp y'all did for Suzanne. I like that. No retro steampunk look for sure. And the switch, I thought that switch was just killer. Oh.
Grumpy shop is humming alive. Lathe spinning, carving dreams to thrive. Epoxy flows like rivers that gleam, turning roach clips into a smoky scene. Fingers stained with colors so wild, crafting wonders with a twist and a smile. Art from the soul, it's a labor of love. Tools in tune, singing songs from above. Medication rolled up tight tonight. Gotta get through, gotta feel just right. Like and subscribe, let the world know. Epoxy dreams make the energy glow.
Yeah, let's see. I gotta go ahead and get ready to start shutting this down, you know? I gotta get off here, clean up my little mess, get some semi-organized in here so I can get a game plan on some future videos and what I'm doing, because I need to slow down on the lathe until I get that dust collector doing 100%. I said it's pulling in dust, but it's not pulling in as good as it should be pulling in. And if that's the best it's gonna be pulling in, then I might just be sending that bad boy back and getting a daggone vacuum cleaner, right? Because the vacuum cleaner did way better. But like I said, I believe a lot of my problem is it's supposed to be running 4-inch plumbing, you know, and I've got it choked down to 2.5 inch all the way back at the machine. You know, it'd be different if it was 4-inch and then had a little 2.5 inch adapter going where the lathe was, but the entire plumbing is 2.5 inch. So I know that's reducing it bad. But yeah, we got to be surfing some Amazon today. And definitely get that set and figured out. See, 4-inch I can't talk. I need the 4-inch dust deputy attachment. None of this junk's cheap. Here we go. Here's 50 foot of 4-inch PVC dust collection hose, flexible clear debris, fume collection hose, stainless steel clamps. $93. You know, I'm looking at $100 just for 50 foot. I don't need 50 foot, but I'm trying to look at buying it in bulk versus buying a 20-foot piece. Because a 10-foot piece of 4-inch pipe is $30. You know, and I'm gonna need. See where everything's set up at right now. Easy 20-foot hose, you know. Here's 30 foot of hose. 30 foot of hose is $69, you know. And so I get 50 for another 30 foot. That'd give me a little extra hose so I have flexibility for all, because I have my lathe, my carbon station, and then my bandsaw, my drill press. They're all in a line right here. You know, that length of bench is about 10 foot in itself. you know, and then you got another 10-15 foot of curving and going behind stuff and up and over to get it out of the way of everywhere. So that's where I was trying to look at. I'm trying to justify getting as much hose. I'm trying to figure, yeah, see, this is Grumpy's battle, y'all. This is in my side, my head, 24/7 times 1,000. Oh, struggle's real, y'all. And then here's a Vevor Cyclone dust separator, 4-inch retrofit cyclone separator for dust collectors, with a 2-inch hole outside diameter. See, I don't know what that is. I don't need no 2-inch holes. I need everything 4-inch. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Hold on a minute, I'll be right back.
Grumpy's lab, epoxy spin, Lathe hums a tune, cosmic glow in the dark, crafts under the moon, medication roll tight, rocket ship ignite, therapy in the grind.
Oh, I'm back. They're short. I think I'm back. Yeah, microphone's on. I don't know if I'm recording or not. Maybe. Hey, good morning, Natalie.
Grumpy's work healing in the design. Grumpy's work healing in the design. Grumpy's work healing in the design. Lathe spins truth, therapy in the grooves, chasing the glow, each turn improves. Pain spills out, molded in the ground.
Yeah, my wife was leaving to go to work. Just telling her goodbye.
But it's more than a vibe. Grumpy's gotta go home. The craft's alive. Aliens laughing, hiding in plain sight. Epoxy roach clips, a beam of light. Colors galore, drip, drip, it pours. Roach clips shine, open cosmic doors.
Oh, we get to go look at Christmas lights tonight.
Grumpy's work healing in the design.
Y'all ever watch the,
Grumpy's work healing in the design.
it's seasonal, of course, but the Great American Light Fight or whatever, where they got those home improvement designers and all the, I don't remember the name of the hosts, but you got the people that do the home makeovers and stuff like that, and they go around finding everybody with the Christmas light decorations and try to get the most extravagant, craziest setup. I don't remember the name of the show, but anyway, they got the little trophy, you know, they award the, you know, they get it down to, hey, good morning, roll call. They get it down to so many people, and then they go award the winner out of it and whatnot. They win so much money and crazy little trophy. Well, we have a family that sets up Christmas lights on their property every year, and they were on that show. I don't remember what year it was. It's been 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years. It's been a minute, but oh yeah. The way that epoxy and the mica swirls up in there, for sure. That's what I try to do. That's what's hard about doing my blanks, is pouring the blank to get the colors to swirl up in there and stuff like that. It's difficult to get that color swirl. When you pour them laying down rectangle ways like they do pen blanks, it's easier to control I say control. You can't really control what that epoxy does. It's gonna do what it wants to do, but you know what I mean. You can manipulate it. But here we go. Like that, say that was a hollowed out blank, that's a hollow cavity. So you can pour your resin and kind of zigzag it and kind of go back up and then take another color and pour and stuff like that. You can layer your colors better. But I pour in a pipe or a tube out of paper or whatever, but I have to pour basically from the top in that tight little circle and layer all my colors in that way. And then I take either this little stick here and I'll push down in there and kind of twirl it around a little bit and then pull it back out real quick. I use that sometimes. And then I have just a little old crazy piece of wire bent up with different bends in it. And I'll push that in there and twist that around and pull that out. But I don't want to do it too much because I don't want the colors to mud up, but I do want them to swirl up in there. I like that gives it that cosmic, like that galaxy look. That's what I like a crazy storm cloud or something like that. And I like the flash and the pearlescence of all those micas together. I haven't used the glue trick yet, but I do have some clear glue. I did get some of that clear Elmer's glue so I could try that, so it'll keep it more separated or suspended, I guess, because of that bright blue and bright green glow pigment I got. Like I said, that's a heavier pigment, and it likes to separate from the micas. And so with that little glue drop trick, that might keep it from separating for sure. Right? See, that's what I gotta try it. Like I said, I haven't used. I've only made that clip that's in screen right now. I made 2 blanks out of those color combinations, and those were the last blanks I've made. It's been a hot minute since I've made any blanks. I was trying to. Hey, good morning, Suzanne. That's an awesome lamp Rusty and them did. That was pretty cool. But I was trying to wait, and I'm working out different ways to do my molds. I've been doing them out of cardstock paper. I'd take cardstock paper and I would take packing tape and tape both sides of the paper, kind of like you're laminating the paper so the resin couldn't soak into it. Then I would roll that up around the dowel rod real tight and then tape it real tight so it's kind of waterproof, and then I would, put my little insert in there, set it up in a little stand and hot glue. It was a mess to get me some blanks set up, and I'd have to do that every time. And so I was trying to eliminate having to waste all the tape and all the glue. And then I found a guy that done molds in PVC pipe like what I showed. And I was like, well, daggum, I'm gonna try that. But now I need the true mold release so I don't have to fight to get the epoxy out of the tubes. Right now I'm DIYing it. I took a bunch of Vaseline and a paper towel and just got it real nasty and soppy and coated the inside of the pipe like that so the epoxy wouldn't stick. But I still have to fight and beat it out with a hammer. I take another dowel rod, put just inside the PVC pipe, and then I just beat on that dowel rod with a hammer and until it knocks the blank out. But if I could get some of that true mold release, the blanks will come right out with no problem. But again, it's money. Right now I got to get the dust collection right. Once I get that right, then I'm gonna get some more mica, get some more pipe, get some mold release, and get at it from there. Let's see, where's my... And my shop is a flipping disaster, y'all. It's like a bomb went off out here. It is bad. Bad. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I can show y'all my homemade dinky molds I'm talking about. So I gotta get my phone because I can't see if I'm in camera or not.
Made in pain, every color of fight. Grumpy's glowing, crafting life from the night. Roach clips spun like webs in a spider's lair. Fingers stained with resin, creation in the air.
But this is my little 2x4 deal that I made. Basically my holder. Let's see. This is my little dowel rods. That's basically my insert for in there on my epoxy. But I drilled out my my 2x4 here. You know, that's like not even an inch or something like that. And then I took my dowel and drilled another hole dead center of that to hold my dowel rod. That's my insert, because I don't trust the epoxy to be strong enough to clip just my clip to the epoxy. I feel it would break and all that stuff, so I gotta have an insert in there. So I put piece of wood in there, but there's ways to do that so it don't stick in that hole, because if you just do that for the epoxy is gonna sit down in there, and then you're gonna play heck just getting the blank back out of that hole. So I put some plastic stuff in there and then push this down in there, that way it's all separated. But then I have this paper tube that I made up right here. I've had that wrapped around the dowel rod to get my shape, you know, packing tape like crazy to make it waterproof. Put it in there when the insert's there, hot glue the heck out of the base of it right there so the epoxy don't seep out of it. And because it will, if you have a leak right there, when you go to pour your epoxy from up top, it will come out of that bottom and start going every dang where. But yeah, pretty much that's what they were. I just go to Walmart and go to the craft section and buy them. Or let's see, like my wife bought me these last time she went to the store. It's just a bag of little 3/8 dowels. But I want to stabilize and dye all my wood. So that's where I need my my vacuum chamber and the vacuum pump, because then I can take all this stuff and dye it different colors. You know, because right now, if I stain it, you know, okay, this will be a different color, but as soon as I cut into it with my lathe or whatever, you're gonna get the true color on the inside. You know, so. But dyeing it, you know, once I stabilize and dye it, then it'll be whatever color through and through. And but that's my goal eventually, is to get different types of wood and even exotic woods. Like I have a bunch of pin blank pieces. Like, what is this? This is black walnut. But I can turn this down, you know, to about that shape right there, to where I have my insert piece. You know, and then whatever shape I want to, like I do my roach clips, you know, I can turn all my crazy shapes on this, then put this, I got it turned down to my insert size, put my insert in my piece, and then I have that in my mold, you know. Then I take and put like that ghost pigment that I was showing earlier, like a ghost green against this dark color, and like a translucent, it would pop, you know. Yeah, I'm babbling, but I think you know what I'm saying. But that's what slowed me down, was this was getting too daggone a pain in the butt doing this constantly to get everything ready, and I was limited to how much room I have in my pressure pot, because I have a small pressure pot, because I'll pour all this and then put it into my pressure pot right away. And but with the pipes, I have 3 of these, and so when I get ready, I'll take and tape them together, and they'll be standing up, and they'll stand up on their own once I do that. And then I'll be able to pour my epoxy inside of them, and then I'll be able to put these in a cup and then put them inside my pressure pot. That way, if it leaks or goes over or something, it won't get into the bottom of my pressure pot. But yeah, this was the original way with the 2x4 and the paper. But like I said, it's just a lot every time. And if I have that good mold release, all I have to do is spray the insides of my pipe, you know, let them sit, and then get ready and do my epoxy, pour them in here. And then when they're done with the proper mold release, they'll come right out of these pipes, no problem. And then when I stabilize my blanks right here, because I'm having the issue right now too with this wood not being stabilized. When I do put it in my epoxy, and then I put my blank in the pressure pot to get rid of the bubbles, when it pressurizes, it pushes all that. It'll take them big old air bubbles and it pushes them down to nothing. Well, it's also got to push it somewhere, and it pushes that air into these wooden blanks or into these inserts. And then as it dries, you know, it's all there. But if I don't let the epoxy cure 100% before I take the pressure out, it tries to blow an air bubble in the blank, and then I can't get them out of the pipe. But let's see, where did it go? Right here at the bottom, because the insert don't go in there but about that deep. I don't have the insert in there far, but it would shrink all them bubbles down and press them into that wood. And then when I unpressurized, took the pressure off of it, if I didn't get it out of the blank immediately, it would bubble up and I couldn't get it out of the blank. But hey, good morning, Raja. How are you doing today? I hope your day was good. But what I'm getting at, it was all my blanks, once I unpressurized them, were blowing bubbles right here. And so I've taken these right here, did not have that bad of bubbles in there. There was a couple in this one when I was turning it, but I super glued my stick. I coated it in super glue before I put the epoxy over it. That way it was already somewhat sealed, and it couldn't push the air into the stick. Anyway, I'm learning at the blanks, and I think that's what was causing most of my air bubbles. Because like I said, I would use a pressure pot and wouldn't get any bubbles up here, but would always blow 2 or 3 bubbles right here at the stick. But like I said, I glued these and I didn't get the bubble. So, yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all go subscribe to Raja. He does some awesome wood turning on the lathe. He does handles for the shovels and the axes and stuff over there. But in his shorts, he has some awesome decorative work he does on small spindles and stuff. And he's a wood turning machine. I love watching Raja turn. And some of the tools he uses, it's just awesome. But he's over in India, so it's about nighttime for him. His day is just coming to an end. What caught my attention was the first time I was watching his channel. He's turning on his handles, and he just long handles, and he's giving it heck, right? He's going at it, and he's looking at the camera. He's reading the comments and stuff like he's working back. He ain't even paying attention to his work. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He is a wood turning machine.
Oh, they're beaming down their curious eyes, hovering silent under earthly skies. Like and subscribe, they'd probably say, if they had a signal in their Milky Way. Oh, Grumpy's laid back, but his craft's on fire. Glowing blue creations take us higher and higher. Aliens do flybys just to catch the view. Epoxy dreams alive in every shade of blue. Through the haze of sawdust, sparks begin to rise. Grumpy's in
Y'all tell I'm procrastinating. I got so much to do and I don't want to do none of it. No.
A workshop full of wonders and interstellar.
I'm gonna curl up under my daggum cabinet and hide. It is what it is. I got my bushings in for my oh, dropped my water bottle. I ordered, I got the pin mandrel and everything to start turning pins. And I got, where'd it go? Ordered up a good one when I got it. I didn't want to get a cheesy one. I wanted it to last. That's one thing I try to do my homework and make sure I get the good stuff when I do spend the money, because I don't like spending the money. But it's the mandrel and the mandrel saber. This goes in my tailstock, and then this goes in where my motor side for my lathe. And then you put your bushings in here. And it come with some 7mm bushings. I'll be dang. I ordered some too. But you put your wood or your epoxy in there for your pin blanks, and then your bushings for the size pin that you're turning, right? And tighten up with that. Then I ordered a set of 7mm bushings because those are a pretty common size for most of the pin kits that I want to get. And then it's got the barrel trimmer, and I have to look up to see which diameters those are again, but it's 3 different sizes, and then the 7mm drill to drill out your blank for your pin tubes and whatnot. All right, Suzanne, you have a great day. Thank you for coming by. But I am ready now. I just have to get the actual pin kits themselves. But I got the bushings for, what is it, the slimline kits. Like I said, I got the bushings for 7mm, and that's slimline and a handful of other pin kits out there. Get the dust collection going 100% and get kits. And then I have the bushing for the lip balm kits that I got, but I have to get the drill bit for the blank for that. I don't have a big enough bit for that. I have a bit too big and a bit too small. I don't have the one in between that I need. Oh, what happened? We don't have music. Music shouldn't have stopped. That's set to shuffle and repeat. Yeah, it's a let's see, where's it at? I'll show it to you. Get it here. Miss Francis sent me a goodie box. And when she sent me a goodie box, her husband, he's passed away recently. Well, it's been a couple of years, but I say all that is recently because I don't get over it. My dad passed away. It's been almost 20 years, and it still feels like yesterday to me. But she sent me some wood, and then she sent me some of these kits that her husband had. And here we go. It's a lip balm holder. Okay. Let me get this out. That's why I felt so honored when she sent me this box of goodies. It made me cry. I ain't gonna lie. But can y'all see that? It's a keychain, little chapstick tube holder, basically. It's like a pin, you know, you spin your blank, the barrel of it right there, that's wood or epoxy, whatever you use for your blank, but it's a certain thickness, and you drill it out, and you drill it out the perfect thickness of your chapstick tube. Let's see, there's 2 different tubes it can hold. Let me see. Oh, it tells you in here. Let's see, there are a couple of lengths and diameters available across popular brands of lip balm. Chapstick lip balms are shorter than Burt's Bees style And most lip balms will come in one of these two styles, you know, longer lip balms and shorter blanks. It tells you how to adjust for who you're using, but it tells you the length for the chapstick brand and then tells you the length for the Burt's Bees Balm. But yeah, you spin the little case for it and whatnot. Here you go. That's the guts for it right there. You got a little spring deal, and you put it in there and you take the cap off and you can still twist the bottom of this holder. It's a keychain thing, but it works just like the chapstick tube would. You know, you take the cap off, spin the bottom, and your chapstick will go in and out of it and whatnot. But I thought that was too cool. But I wasn't ready. I didn't have anything to turn them with. You know, I didn't have the mandrel to hold the blanks and anything like that. And so I had to get all that together. And heck, that was $50, $60 something for that pin mandrel kit that I just showed y'all. So I had to order that. And then, like I said, the corresponding bushings, because each kit you have to use that size bushing for the barrel, so you know what size you're turning it down to. And so I had to order the bushing, and I don't know where I put them. I thought they were in this box. Huh. It's gonna be fun finding those. But and then this little kit, it doesn't have instructions, but I'm pretty good at figuring that stuff out, and I figured this one out already. It's just like a pin kit. This is the tube that you would drill out your blank and then insert that tube, you know, and then once you got your blank on there, you press that on there like you do your pin. Press that down in, and then this end pulls out, and it's a pair of tweezers. And so it'd be a pair of tweezers that you make, and it'd be like a pin, clip onto your pocket or whatever, and then that would be your blank, whatever shape you turn or colorize, you know. Yeah. But I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I had to, and this is a piece of wood she sent me. I think this is bird's eye maple. That's gonna be a neat one. And then this one, I need to stabilize it. It's trying to split right through here. And so if I turn it, I'm afraid it's gonna bust on me. And I'm not sure what that is, but it's waxed up so it wouldn't dry out. But the other pieces, I've turned them already. And then, here it is. This is a blank that I believe she made. Miss Francis made, and I started turning it, but that was right about the time my vacuum went down on me, and I was starting it on a live, but this is so hard and I'm not used to turning this material that I'm gonna have to take my time and do it off of a live, because it's just gonna take forever. But yeah, that was my goodie box from Miss Francis. I thought that was just awesome. But all right, guys, I'm gonna jump off of here for a little bit. I need to go in there and talk to my boy before he runs off to class, and I gotta feed my dogs. I haven't fed my dogs yet, and it's 8 o'clock. I know they're starving. They probably think I done lost my brain. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in and putting up my crazy babble this morning. I planned on turning a lot more, but I was just seeing too much dust and stuff floating in the corner right here, and it's messing with my head, and it's like, I got to get this figured out because I can't have all this dust flying around in here. But thank you for tuning in, and I will be back tomorrow morning. If I don't turn, I'll be wood burning or something. I'll figure out something to do because we got to go live again. But all right, y'all have an awesome morning. Everybody stay safe, and God bless everybody. Thank you.
Bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pain's a ghost. Anxiety's dismissed. Like to the tribe, spark flames in the abyss.